Justice for All focuses on the rights of defendants and detainees with intellectual and/or psychosocial disabilities. The project covers different aspects of deprivation of liberty, including procedural safeguards, material detention conditions, as well as non-custodial measures and probation. Our research was conducted primarily in 6 EU member states: Austria, Bulgaria, Germany, Italy, Lithuania, and Slovenia. Defendants and detainees with intellectual and/or psychosocial disabilities find themselves in a situation of particular vulnerability. They often do not receive the support that they need, both within their proceedings as well as during deprivation of liberty. Adequate non-custodial measures may not be available or accessible to them. Our research shows that one key tool to protect their rights is interdisciplinary exchange.
This exchange is particularly important as the proceedings usually involve various different actors, including judges, prosecutors, lawyers, probation officers, as well as social workers, psychologists, NGOs, and the person concerned and their social net. Interdisciplinary exchange can positively influence the situation at different stages of the criminal proceedings, and also guarantee the defendants' procedural rights, their access to justice, and protect them from inhuman treatment.
Interdisciplinary exchange can help the persons working at the Public Prosecution Office to identify a person with a disability, give the person the safeguards needed, and get our decisions right. For example, prison staff or social workers could give us a hint that a person is in a situation of vulnerability.
What we often see in practice is that when interdisciplinary cooperation happens, it's often only with the medical professionals. I want to highlight that we need to talk about psychologists, talk about inclusion of communication experts, social workers of community-based services, support organizations, and especially peer consultants and peer supporters in the criminal justice process, because we must not forget that they are in the position to provide the most appropriate and practical expertise for us, especially when it comes to communication, provision of information, and ensuring procedural accommodation.
Communication with different actors is particularly important for the judiciary. It can support them in their decision-making on deprivation of liberty, non-custodial measures, probation and on release.
Ich sehe die Herausforderung der richterlichen Arbeit ja darin, dass man diese Balance schafft, einerseits inwieweit es einem Betroffenen zuzutrauen ist, wieder einen Schritt in die Freiheit zu setzen, aber auch inwieweit es seinem gesellschaftlichen Umfeld zuzumuten ist, dass keine weiteren strafbaren Handlungen gesetzt werden. Zur Abklärung dieser alternativen Modelle ist interdisziplinärer Austausch von eminenter Bedeutung.
When we work on probation, as in my case, we work with offenders with a variety of needs. And of course, when we are working with probationers with psychosocial disabilities or intellectual disabilities, this is even more demanding. We have to work on mental health, of course, but also a lot of social needs that need a good communication with the community services, with professionals from different areas. And so it's inevitable to have an interdisciplinary dialogue with many professionals towards rehabilitation, which is a major right of any offender.
Communication is key in these kind of matters. What we do as a central authority, we have contact with our probation service and the probation officers, they can ask us questions, and I think that we need to do that also more cross-border with other countries.
By strengthening interdisciplinary exchange, we can ensure that persons with intellectual and/or psychosocial disabilities receive the support that they need and have equal access to justice. Creating fora of exchange and systematic mechanisms for information sharing and cooperation is essential to make sure that their rights are upheld at all stages of the criminal proceedings.